Issues that we work on at Campus Progress, a few main issues. A couple of those are affordable education. So we work year-round on that, making sure that tuition is affordable for young people, that there is appropriate age, so young people who want to pursue a higher education and pursue a degree have the opportunity to receive financial aid or to borrow money so they can attend school. So that's a big issue for us. We also work a lot on gay and lesbian rights in America and making sure young gay and lesbian folks have access to resources that they need, and then work on a larger level, on a federal, national level, to try and influence policy that's pro-LGBT. We also work on, what else, immigration issues. So we work on the DREAM Act, which is a piece of legislation in the United States that would provide a pathway to citizenship for young, undocumented folks here in America, oftentimes who are pursuing a college education or in the military. So we work on immigration for young people. What am I missing? Healthcare. So we work a lot on making sure healthcare is accessible to young Americans. We worked a lot on the Affordable Care Act, which is a healthcare reform legislation here in the United States.
Also known as Obamacare.
So also called Obamacare, yes.
Yep.
And yes, we also work a lot on voter suppression. And making sure voter suppression isn't happening across the country. So that's a range of different things within voter suppression. Sometimes it's state legislation that requires photo identification in order to vote, which a lot of people don't have access to. Because you have to have the ability to get to the local driver's license station. You have to have a copy of your birth certificate. There are a range of different factors that make it difficult for some people to have the type of identification that's required under those state laws. So we work on making sure that voting is also a right for all Americans and that it's easy for all Americans to vote, particularly because it impacts young people so much. That issue, if you're going to college in a different state than where you were born and raised, sometimes you don't have an ID or any sort of identification for the state you're attending college in, so it makes it tricky to vote in that case. So we work on that a lot too.